They don't work for money. Money works for them. While most people trade time for dollars, the 1% have cracked a code that's been hiding in plain sight for centuries. Today, I'm revealing exactly how the ultra-wealthy build unstoppable real estate empires and why you've been playing the game all wrong. Here's what separates the rich from everyone else. They don't buy real estate. They acquire assets that generate infinite returns. Listen carefully. This is critical. When you buy a $500,000 property with a traditional mortgage, you're still using your money. The 1% use none of their own capital, zero. They've mastered the art of OPM, other people's money. Banks, private investors, syndication partners, they leverage every dollar except their own. The math is simple but devastating. If you invest $100,000 and make $20,000, that's a 20% return. If you invest $0 and make $20,000, that's an infinite return. The wealthy play an entirely different game. The rich don't fear debt. They worship it. But not the debt you know. They use low-interest, long-term debt to acquire cash-flowing assets. Every mortgage payment is made by their tenants, not their wallets. They're building billion-dollar portfolios while risking almost nothing. Here's the secret. Inflation is their best friend. That $2 million loan today? In 20 years, with 3% inflation, it's worth $1.1 million in today's dollars. They're literally getting paid to borrow money while the asset appreciates. While you're paying 30 to 40% in taxes, they're paying 0 to 15%. How? Depreciation, cost segregation, 1031 exchanges, opportunity zones. The tax code isn't broken. It's designed to reward real estate investors. They write off phantom losses on appreciating assets. They defer taxes indefinitely. They pass wealth to heirs with stepped-up basis, erasing capital gains forever. They don't manage properties. They build machines. Property managers, asset managers, acquisitions teams. They're buying 100 units while you're fixing toilets in your duplex. Scale creates efficiency. Efficiency creates profit. Profit creates more scale. It's a compounding flywheel. The 1% hunt for one thing, forced appreciation. They don't wait for markets to go up. They manufacture equity through value-add plays. Buy a distressed 50-unit apartment building for $3 million. Invest $500,000 in renovations, new kitchens, updated landscaping, professional management. Raise rents from $800 to $1,200 per unit. Now it generates $720,000 annually instead of $480,000. Commercial real estate values are based on income, not comps. Increase the NOI by $240,000, divide by a 6% cap rate, and you've just created $4 million in equity. You turned $500,000 into $4 million in 18 months. Then you refinance, pull out tax-free cash, and do it again, and again, and again. This is where it gets exponential. Each property becomes collateral for the next. Banks lend based on your portfolio value. With $10 million in equity, you can secure $30 million in new acquisitions. Each success accelerates the next. But here's what most people miss. The 1% think in portfolios, not properties. They're building ecosystems, a mix of multifamily for steady cash flow, industrial for long-term leases, retail for higher returns, and raw land for future development. Diversification isn't just smart, it's bulletproof. They syndicate deals, bringing in investors and keeping 20 to 30% equity while controlling 100% of the asset. They're building $100 million portfolios while only deploying $5 million of investor capital. This is the ultimate leverage. Other people's money, other people's risk, but your control and your upside. They're not building wealth. They're building generational dynasties. Properties held in trusts, passed down with zero tax burden, generating passive income for their children's children. The Rockefellers understood this. The Carnegies understood this. Now you understand this. The 1% aren't smarter than you. They just know rules you were never taught. They understand that real estate isn't about property. It's about leverage, tax strategy, and infinite scalability. The question is, will you keep playing their game as a spectator, or will you finally step onto the field? The empire awaits. Now you know how it's built.